Hello everyone, and welcome to the first update video of Archipelo. So, as I said in my channel intro, if you watched it, this video will be split into three parts. One about gameplay, so story, game mechanics, and new stuff, so like new maps or whatever. There will be a technical section, and there will be a section where I talk about my goals for the next update. So, the screen will be now split into three parts. The left side will have the stuff for the gameplay, middle will have technical, and the right will have goals for the next update. So you guys can skip through, and also within each section you'll be able to skip to the next one or go to the previous one, as you please. So, yep, I'll be going to gameplay now. Hello everyone, and welcome to section 1, so gameplay. Right now the game is fairly simple. There's really not so much gameplay. Lots of the stuff is behind the scenes, technical things about the game that help me set up the game so it'll be easier in the future to add new things like mobs or tiles and stuff. Alright, so first we'll register an account. I'll call him Bob the tester. Center and password. Whoops. Oh, I pressed back. Yeah, I'd just like to tell you guys controls real quick. Use the arrow keys to navigate the menu, and to go to the next menu you press X, and the previous one you press Z. X and Z are like the only controls basically in the game. There's also escape and backspace, but you don't really use them as much, at least not for now. So X, going to register Bob tester. Alright, press enter to enter in your thing, your username. Alright, go into password. We'll put the same password for everyone, so we'll do Archipelo rocks. Archipelo rocks. I think I might have actually misspelled it once. Oh no, it's good. Alright, so this is the game. For now, you're just a guy walking around. You can hold Z to sprint. So you go a little bit faster. Also, these are like wood planks. So if you go on those, you go faster. And if you sprint, you go really fast. There's a little bit of rock, some collision. I have water animation. I have sand. This is the snowy map, so there's three different maps. There's a sandy, snowy, and one I call grassy. So grassy is just like, I guess you could say summer times with trees and flowers and stuff. Snowy is like this, so full of snow everywhere, and then sandy is kind of desert, all dried up and stuff like that. So yeah, these graphics are pretty crappy, I admit. I'm going to update them for sure. Like especially in the winter one, the sand looks really messed up. It's like a little white spot with a beige square. But yeah, you'll see for the other climates, the graphics are even worse. Also, I'm planning on adding player animation, of course, for walking in all directions. Because right now it's just you see like some Link that I made, kind of like in Zelda. But you just see his back and he's just moving around. Looks kind of weird. So yeah, I'll show you guys the other climates now. Next one will be sandy, so I'll be right back. I just want to say one thing while I'm logging in. If you want to try out this game and register your own account, do not use a password that's important to you, at least at the moment. I'm going to add some sort of password encryption next update, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in the goals section, because I don't have a password encryption and I can see your passwords. So yeah, this is the sandy. As you can see, the wood planks don't look so great. The grass is okay. It has a kind of a yellow circle in the middle of the square. The stones are okay. The sand's alright. People seem to like the water, like my friends. So yeah, sandy. Now we'll go to the grassy. And this is the grassy. So there's really not that much in this game so far. I showed you guys all the sprinting and stuff already. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the gameplay part of this video. Now let's go to the next section, technical. So see you guys there. Alright, hello, welcome to the technical part. So you guys probably wondering how I changed the climate on the server. It's actually very simple. It's just like a simple variable change. So I'll show you guys that real quick. I have a test server on my Linux computer. That's the one I program on, and I run it to test different things out. So I'll run it. Actually, I won't run it right away. I'll run it in a bit. I just want to show you guys what the maps look like. So here, I'll open up a map file. So there's a maps folder, and the 0.map is the default map that people go on when they join the game. So this file contains all the data of the maps. So the name of the map, Archipelo, that's what I call the map, because it's going to be the main map in the game. Like at the center of the whole world. Anyways, I'll probably explain a little bit more about what Archipelo is really going to be in my What is Archipelo video. But basically what the name does is when you go into a new map, it's going to display at the bottom of the screen and then kind of fade out, so you can kind of know what the map is. Like, I don't know, just say you go into your friend's house and then it'll say, like, just say your friend's name is I don't know, John or whatever. It'll say John's house when you go into his house. So stuff like that. Type is a type of map. So the type doesn't really have any effect right now, but once I start randomly generating maps, it will have an effect. So to say type 0 would be islands. So when I randomly generate an island, it'll know that this map is an island, and then it'll randomly generate an island instead of like a dungeon or something else like that. The climate is what I changed before. So when it's at 0, it's for grassy, 1 is sandy, and 2 is snowy. So it's as simple as that. I have different textures for each map. And when the server sends the map data to the client interprets the climate, and then it says, okay, well, the climate is snowy, so put the snowy texture for the grass instead of the grassy texture or the sandy one. Size and width are pretty self-explanatory. It's just the size and width of the map. Tiles. This is pretty interesting. You can kind of see it's not all zeros. There's 3s there, all around here. There's a circle of 2s with 1s in the middle. There's 1s and then 2s here, and then 3s. And there's a couple of 4s all around. What this represents is the actual map itself. So before, you know, when I went on the map, there was a little pond there with sand around it, or there was the wood planks here, which is the 3, and the 4 is the rocks, and then there's the more sand, the wood plank bridge here, this mini island, and the water going across. So that's how I can edit the maps and the tiles and stuff. Down here is landscape and objects. They don't really do anything right now, but I'm going to be using this when I have trees or houses or big rocks that go on top of the first layer of tiles. So it'll overlay them rather than just making a house with a green background for a house and grassy, and it'll just have a transparent background and I could draw it on top. The objects is pretty much the same as landscape, except it's just a second layer on top. I might actually remove it, but it depends. I'll have to see. When I do some more tests and stuff with things like that, I'm going to add these 2 layers eventually. Right now I don't have any landscape or objects or anything like that to place on top. It's just tiles right now, but I can easily add them. It's not that hard. Okay, so that's that. I'll show you guys the player file. So when you create a new account, your player file is created. Bob the Tester is not here because I actually created Bob the Tester on my VPS, so my actual server of Archipelo. This is just my test server. So we'll go and just say John. So nickname, it's kind of like username, except you can change it. So just say you're tired of your username. I'm going to put an in-game command so you can change your username. You'll still have to log in with your original username, but at least your name will be displayed as something different. Display name is almost like nickname, except it can be like kind of accessorized, I guess you can say. So there can be different colors. Just say you do an outfit, there'll be like a prefix for your outfit, like awesome guys, and then you put like, I'll have like a color code or something, I don't know, and B will make John blue, then awesome guys will stay white, stuff like that. So that'll be displayed as your name tag when you go in the game, so like on top of your player. Display name for the server is basically the same thing as display name, except the server color codes are a bit different because there's less colors, because I'm limited by ANSI color codes rather than RGB. The password, like I was telling you guys before, I'm able to see your password, so don't use something important. So for John, I made his password Pit. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. X and Y, just where you are on the map. Direction, it doesn't really matter now because you can't tell the player's direction, but when I have player animations, you'll be able to see what direction the player's facing, and that'll have effect. Kills, that records how many kills you've done against enemies or players and stuff. Map ID is what map you're on. So the only map I have now on the server is map 0, so that's just the default spawn map. Health, how much health the player has, max health, maximum health they can have. Of course they can increase this if they get I don't know, a new level or something like that. All this is combat stuff. So XP you get from killing enemies, attack, defense, critical hit chance, and critical hit multiplier. Speed actually has effect now, so if ever I want to increase my speed, I can just put Video Boy's speed up to 100 and I'll be able to go fast, but no one else will. Swimming is to tell you if the player logged out in the water, so that it'll tell everyone that he's in the water, and then to display the swimming animation, just to save that. And time played, that's going to be how long the player has been logged on in seconds, like the total, just to keep track and have a little bit of statistics. It's always interesting. And money, of course, well, the cash, everyone starts out with $400, but of course you can't use it yet, there's nothing to buy. So that's the player files. I won't save it. Alright, now I'll show you guys a test server. I'll run it, and you'll be able to see what it looks like on my end when I manage a server. So I start the server, it displays the time and everything of all the events, so the day and the time. And I have some commands too I can do. I don't have a whole lot right now. So I have the help command. I can display the help list. As you can see, there's a couple of commands. There's the save, so I can save stuff. Of course, help, I just did that. Stop, I can stop the server. So, and there's different arguments. I didn't write them in here yet, but I can do update, or I can also do maintenance, or other. And each one will send data to the clients telling them why I'm shutting down the server, so they'll have an idea. And also, if I write update and then I write some stuff after, the client will be able to see it also. Broadcast sends a message to all the clients. It doesn't really work now because there's no actual chat. All broadcast does right now is just tell it to the server. Hi everyone. Help 2 / list tells me how many players are online, and if there are players, it'll say their usernames. Reset or clear. I can use clear also. Just clears the console so I can have more space. The console's still there though, I can still do stuff. Alright, for now, right now I'm going to try logging in 2 players and you'll be able to see what it looks like. So I'll use the John players. Oh, whoops, I'm not supposed to run that one. I have to run debug. Oh, hold on, I just need to give it permission. Alright, should be good now. Okay, so there's one. Come on, there you go. Alright, there's another. Alright, so let's log in here. I only have 2 accounts right now. So John, password is Pit. Alright, so the guy can walk around. And then I'll log in another one. Whoops. John 2. That was the other one. It's the same password as well. Alright, so they walk around. As you can see here, server tells you when players logged on. If I do a list now, it'll say there's 2 players online and state their usernames. Once players get close to each other, their name tags will appear above their head. So it's just so that it's not like super crowded with name tags everywhere. It's kind of nice too, so you can see who's nearby you and whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. There's also a server config file, but it doesn't really have anything right now. I'm going to use it eventually. All it has is a port and game version. Eventually I'm going to make it so that it's impossible for you to join the game unless you have the proper version, the same version as the server. So that's what that's for. Alright, I guess we'll go on to the next section. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome to the final section, goals. So these are the goals. They don't really have a particular order of which ones I'd like to really finish, like for sure this update. But here they are. So I want to add password encryption. I told you guys before that I can see the password, so I don't want you guys to feel that this game is sketchy or anything like that, like I'm trying to get your password to steal information from you or whatever. So I'm going to add password encryption. I want to add bigger buttons on Android, so I'll show you that real quick. Let's go down here. So right now I'm running the Android version, but on my computer. So on Android, when you run the game, you'll have buttons like this. So there's a D-pad, and then there's the escape button. I won't press it because it's going to close it. And then there's the Z and X. So right here, like right now on the computer, it doesn't seem to be kind of annoying or anything like that. But when you play it on a small phone or a tablet or something like that, with these buttons, they're like really small and kind of hard to press, and they're in like kind of awkward positions. So I want to do that in the next update and fix that up. Next thing is menu instructions. So when me and my friends were testing this out, they didn't really know how to navigate the menu, so I tell them, well, at least on computer. On here it's kind of self-explanatory in Android, but I have to tell them to use the arrow keys and to press X to select the menu and Z to go back. So if they want to register, they press X, and then they have to press it again to select that, and then press enter when they're done entering a username and password and stuff. I want to have a bigger test map. So right now the test map is only 30 by 30 tiles, so I want to have one much bigger. I already started making one. Actually, it's going to be 99 by 99 tiles. It should take up the whole screen at least, so that would be pretty cool. Center borders properly. I didn't really show you guys this before, but when you're on the computer version, or even if you're running the Android version on the computer, but you probably won't. It's mostly for debugging for me. You can stretch the screen, and the black borders on the sides don't really stretch properly. Right now it's a little bit hard to tell. I guess it's a bit easier like that. See, it's not centered perfectly, or if I put it like this, there you can see it much better. I'd like this square here to be more here, centered, so that the black bar on the bottom is the same height as the black bar on the side. I mean on the top, sorry. So I want to do that. I tried already, but it's pretty difficult. I'll try something different this time. And Java applet. So on my website, I'd like to have a web page for playing Archipelo in browser, kind of like RuneScape. If you guys have played that, it's all in browser, so you don't actually have to download a client. I'll still have a client up for download, but for now I'll have in browser. I'll try to get in browser next update also, but that's a big maybe. I'm pretty busy, and I'm thinking it's only going to take me 2 weeks to add all these things, because I'm busy with other stuff too. Normally this would just take me a few days, but I'm pretty busy in the next couple weeks. So yeah, I'll try to release a next update in a little while. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As usual, I'm going to have the different links to my website and social media and the Teamspeak server, and if you don't feel like writing down those links, just click them in the video description. See you guys next time. Bye.